Welcome to Chapter 18. We are now looking at the next step of the entire, what we call the call paradigm. We are looking now at the imperfect tense, and then the volatives, which are built off of the imperfect form. The imperfect tense is going to be our future tense. It also functions as something like we would think of as a subjunctive. May it be, let him do such and such. But it can also be a simple future. I will kill, something of that nature. Again, we want to focus on memorizing these forms. So let's begin to look at these forms. Here we have the paradigm, and we have it both with katal and with shalach. And notice now we're getting the pronominal element, if you want to think about that, on the front end. Notice we're getting holums in the R2, except for in the 2FS, 2MP, and 3MP. So a little pattern there that you can kind of think of. And one way that I have kind of heard people talk about this paradigm is just learning the prefixes. Aleph, Tav, Tav, Yod, Tav, Nun, Tav, Tav, Yod, Tav. If you can kind of get that little wrap down. Oh, my pen's not working. Let's try this again. I'm not connected for some reason. That is okay. So let's do this. And I'll just erase it like that. Aleph Tav Tav Yod Tav Nun Tav Tav Yod Tav is one way that you can think about this. And then you just have the ek, tick, tick, yik, tick, nick, tick, tick, yik, tick, right? Ek tol, tick tol, tick tali, yik tol, tick tol, nick tol, tick talu, tick tolna, yik talu, tick tolna. Yes, these two forms are the same. Not a problem. The context will often tell you whether you're talking to a group of females directly, you all ladies, or if you're talking about a group of females, they group of ladies. So don't worry about that context. That will not be a problem. And then we've used also shalach here just to kind of give you a different version. So there's your imperfect paradigm. Again, memorize that and keep working on it. I believe that I have the imperfects on that same worksheet on Moodle. So just keep printing that out and writing these again and again and again. What I've tried to do on that worksheet is just give you the kof, tet, and lamed so that you can build the additional pieces around it. So hopefully that'll prove helpful to you. Let's move on to the volatives, and what I want to show you is that the volatives are built upon the imperfect. So you'll notice here Dr. Fuller has given you the imperfect forms. The cohortative is the first volative that we will look at, and the cohortative is the 1CS volative. So I mentioned that the imperfect can oftentimes give a subjunctive kind of feel. Let him kill, let me kill, let us kill. And this let idea is where we get the cohortative. You'll oftentimes see the cohortative in prayers. May it be that such and such would happen is the way we could translate it. And you've got the form here of the imperfect. What we're going to do with the cohortatives in order to make them is we're going to add a kametz hey to the end, and then we're going to reduce the R2 vowel to a vocal schwa. Okay? And this brings up something that I did not mention in the perfect, but it's something that we call a vocalic ending. Okay? A vocalic ending is any ending that is just a vowel. Now, in this case, we've added a kametz hey. However, if you remember, this is what we call a phony hey. So that hey doesn't really exist. We treat this as if we are only adding a vowel. The other one that we see regularly is a shurik. So the ending on the word is only a vowel, namely a shurik in that case. If we had this as well, we would reduce the R2 to the vocal schwa. And you'll actually notice, watch this, look at the 2MP and 3MP. We have reduced our holum to a vocal schwa because we have the vocalic ending. See that? So keep that vocalic ending thing in the back of your mind. That will come up a lot. And it comes up indeed right here with our cohortative. So with the cohortative, take the imperfect form, add kamets he, and reduce the R2. And then there's your form. Ektala, niktala would be the plural cohortative. Okay? So again, memorize those forms. Easy way to kind of build those based on the imperfect form that you hopefully will all have already memorized. The next set that we want to look at are the imperatives. So this would be, instead of you will kill, this would be kill, an imperative, just real to the point. The way we develop these is we take the imperfect form, remove the tav, okay, and then have a schwa if you need to. So in this case, we need to have a schwa, and look, indeed we get it. Kitli is our form there. In this case, we don't need the schwa, so we just get kitol. There it is. Start with a vocal schwa. We've removed the tav, and there is our form. So notice all of these forms over here. If you just take the tav off, you have the imperative form. So how do you memorize the imperatives? Look at your imperfect paradigm, take the tav off, and have a schwa if you need to. All right, and then finally, I believe, is this the, yes, here's the jussives, okay? So jussives are going to be our third person volatives. Let him kill. Again, that subjunctive idea is the way we talk about it in grammar. The trick on these is that the form is identical to the imperfect. So we don't have to do anything in this case regarding the form. If I ask you for a jussive form, you can write out the imperfect form, and it can be a jussive form. How do you tell a difference in text? Well, you have to just look at the context. That will tell you. And again, once we get to translating on a regular basis, that won't throw you off quite that bad, because again, you'll have a lot of context to kind of help with that. One thing that I just saw on this page that I did not mention previously with the imperatives, if you'll notice up here at the top, 2MS imperative has an emphatic form. This will be on your paradigm, and I would like you to know this one. This is the imperative emphatic form, kot la. Notice we don't have the metheg in this position, so that's assumed as a silent schwa, and we have then kot la with that one as an emphatic imperative. And I believe that's all we have on the imperfect chapter and the volatives. Again, primarily looking to memorize forms in this case, and then we will start building off of these forms down the road.